Alright, you guys, what's up? Your girl Eunice Marie here, and I'm gonna have a little natural hair talk with you guys really quickly. I always have a lot to say when it comes to being a natural or natural black hair. It has always been something that I am like a little bit passionate about, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of my story, why I became a natural. Why I became a natural, why I stay a natural, how I became a natural. I want to give you guys a little bit of background on my hair. I feel like my hair is kind of like a representation of myself in ways. And yeah, so anyways, okay, so starting back when I was a little girl, when I was a little Eunice, okay. My grandmother, I was raised by my grandmother, and she never like put any type of chemicals in my hair like a relaxer or anything of that sort. Never did any of that to my hair. She used to curl my hair with newspaper, and it's really old school, but she used to roll up newspapers and she would take my hair and curl my whole head with newspaper. It was really, I mean, that's how she grew up doing it. And that was like the first thing where I kind of learned, like, first thing I took from her. I was like, oh well, if I always need a curl in my head, I know how to do it by just using newspaper. But she used to take newspaper and she would roll it up, and she would just take my hair and roll it up, and then take the newspaper and she would tie it, and it would lock in the hair, and when you take it out it made a curl. So she used to always like curl my hair, or she would put it into like this ponytail. So many different little things she would do with my hair, but she never put chemicals in my hair as far as like a relaxer. She did press my hair every now and then, and we did go to the salon and get my hair pressed every now and then. That was something that she did to my hair. And yeah, so as far as like me being a natural or me having my natural hair, it was always the norm for me. Like, it was never anything that was like, oh, I have to alter my hair in some type of way in order for me to accept it or to be accepted. It was never like that, because I grew up with my grandmother using my natural hair, and it was fine. It's when I started to actually go into school and I started to actually notice that maybe my hair, not for myself, but other people didn't quite get it or understand it. I started going to school and everything in that sort, and my hair was not in the best condition. Like, my hair was breaking off. It was horrible. Like, in high school, I used to do my own hair. I was really like, oh, I want to just do my own hair, and it used to break off and all of that. And I used to wear these 2 ponytails in my hair, because that was like the only thing that I really knew how to do with my hair. I used to wear these 2 puff balls in my hair, and nobody really could understand or really get why I walked around with 2 puff balls in my hair. But I did. I even walked around with 2 puff balls, and then I walked around with like 3. I had 1 in the back and 2 in the front. And I mean, I didn't really care though. I was like, what, like 15, 14. I really didn't care too much, And I used to get teased for my hair a lot of times in school, and just being, my hair is a kinky texture, and just being a lighter complected female and having kinky hair period threw a lot of people off, because they were like, oh, you don't have like good hair, or or whatnot. But just because you are light complected does not mean you're going to have good hair. And what is good hair? My hair is good, so let's just clear that out the way. But back then, or before I knew anything, it was good hair. Okay, oh, you don't have good hair, or what I'm saying, your hair is nappy, or this or that. And it used to throw people off, because they were like, oh, but you're light skinned, so you must be white or half white or something of that sort. And then with on top of that, it would be, oh, but your hair is nappy, so what is that? So it was very confusing to those around me. And especially like in elementary too. Like, I used to grow up and people used to like make fun of me and call me a Dalmatian and stuff, because they didn't know what I was. They didn't know if I was black or white. And I was pale. I was a little pale, skinny girl with sandy brown kinks in my hair when I was younger. And it used to hurt me a lot. I used to go home and get upset. I had to change schools and all of that because of that issue. When I became, then I went from the phase of that, then I had some braids in my hair. I started braiding my hair. My best friend started braiding my hair in high school. And then from there, it went to me going into weaves. And I started wearing weaves and getting them done. And once I figured or saw how bomb I looked or how glamorous I looked with a straight weave, I felt more confident about myself. But of course, it was false confidence. And I really just started to break out of my shell, and I started to just become more confident in myself. Of course, it was a false confidence because it was a weave. It wasn't something that was mine, and it wasn't something that I was, and I didn't like myself without it. So I was wearing a weave for a while. I think I started wearing weaves when I was about 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, around there is when I was starting to wear weaves. So then that's when I got into the natural hair game. I went online. I believe my auntie told me about it, and I went online on YouTube, and this is back in what, 08, and I got online and I just started to see all these women going natural. And when it opened up my eyes, because what happened with me is that I started to realize that when I took my weave out, I wasn't as confident, nor did I feel as beautiful or feel as hot without my weave. So one day, I remember this day specifically, I just took my weave out and I said, you know what, I'm never wearing a weave again, or I'm not going to wear a weave for some time. And that's what I did. And I took out my weave, and then that's when I started to more so wear braids, because I didn't want to constantly put heat on my hair, nor did I really know what to do with it. So I started braiding it. I just started to learn how to braid my own natural hair and just leave it up in braids and kind of get more comfortable with me being outside of a weave. And then that's when I started researching things on YouTube to figure out, you know, what are some hairstyles that I can do. And I mean, just the whole YouTube community of natural hair women, like black women with natural hair, it was rare too, because you don't really see that. You see a lot of girls walking around with the weaves in their hair, and you kind of, when you're younger, you kind of get pulled into that, and you think, dang, you know, I gotta have this straight black or straight colorful weave or whatever the case may be for me to feel confident and fit in with everybody else. But eventually that went out the window for me, and it was like whatever. And then I just started wearing my natural hair, and I started to get more comfortable with my texture, because from going from weaves to back to my own texture, and you know, I was kind of feeling a certain way about my texture beforehand. It's just, I just really wanted to zone in and get comfortable with where I stood with my texture of my hair. Because if you guys see my natural hair in my videos, my natural hair is kinky. It's very kinky. So I just had to become uncomfortable to get comfortable with my hair, and that is just really what pushed me forward. And then I just got comfortable with it. After a while, it just became like, okay, this is me, you know. And I just learned to love my hair for what it is and to work with it. My hair has a mind of its own many of the times, and I just come to a realization when it comes to my hair, I have to let it do what it does. Like, I cannot fight it or, you know, try to make it do a hairstyle that naturally it cannot do. I have to do what works for my hair, and that is like the main core of being a natural, and of being comfortable with your hair texture, and finding products that work for your hair texture. And I mean, it's an ongoing journey. Even to this day, I'm still looking for products that really fit or sit comfortable with my hair texture. It's forever a journey that I'm on, you know. But that's just a little bit of my hair story, or my natural hair story. I don't want to make this video too long or drawn out. But yeah, pretty much I've been a natural all my life, besides the fact that I, you know, kind of had a crutch on weaves and everything of that nature, you know. And not only that, but they were expensive. Those weaves are not cheap, you know. And going to get a weave done is very expensive, and then trying to keep up the maintenance of a weave and everything of that sort. But also too, another reason, I went into a beautician too when I was about 18, because my hair was really broken off. I kid you guys not. My hair was probably about that short in the back of my head, because I didn't know how to take care of it in its natural state. And then on top of that, I was putting heat into my hair from time to time, and that was just snapping it off altogether, you know. So yeah, but and to me, being natural for me is a lot easier, because when I straighten my hair, there is so much that has to go into straightening my hair and keeping it straight. So being a natural works out for me. So that is my natural hair story, and my story is still, my journey, my story is still going. It's not ending here. I love braids. You guys see me in braids 99.9% of the time, and braids just really work for me. It's a way to keep my hair protected, keep it away, but then again, I can still style it the way that I want to style it and have that versatility with my hair. So yeah, but I learned to just grow, love, and accept my hair. And it's kind of a self-love type of journey too, because when you start to sit back and you start to look at things and you start to love yourself for you regardless, and you start to pull away the makeup and you pull away the weaves and you strip yourself bare, and you're able to look in the mirror and still go, I'm that chick, or this is me, and still feel confident, to me that says a lot. And that's why my journey, or my hair journey, is, as I said, it is, my hair is me, because I'm raw. When I'm raw, I'm okay. When I'm raw in the mirror, I'm okay with what I see. This right here is not me. This makeup is not me. This is something, this is decoration. That's what I say. It's decoration. But what's really you is when you strip everything off and you're able to just love yourself for you on the inside, and not about the weaves or the eyelashes or all of that at all. So that is my story. My story is still continuing. This journey is still continuing. And yeah, make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up if you like my talky videos, my natural hair talk videos. Once again, if you guys have any questions about hair, natural hair, you guys can always email me at unisemarie@gmail.com. You guys can Twitter me, you guys can message me on here, and all my links, or you guys can Google Plus me as well. All my links for my Google Plus and Twitter are down below, as well as in my banner, so check those out. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, rate, comment, all that fun stuff, and continue following me on this journey with my hair, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.